to thepowervoices.com. I'm AnnaMarie. This is a Comedy Hour Live. And we decided to just, my young, beautiful little guest tonight, he's stuck filming up in Winnetonka. Am I saying that? Winneteka? Or whatever. So because of that, if you people are in the film industry, you know how, don't schedule anything on the day you're shooting. Because obviously it can run into overtime, and then you're stuck apologizing because you couldn't make it. So basically, it's me, Lee, and Rocky tonight. I'm running it and streaming it live on my Facebook, where all you happy people are. If you like that intro, those are beats. Those are by Yahweh Poetic, and you can actually go to his website, Yahweh Poetic. YMMG is the name of the label, and you can actually buy that if you're into that as well. I kind of like it because I believe Facebook took away the joy of having anything that is what? We can't use it because why?
If it's through a publishing company.
Through a publishing company. Because they just don't make enough money on Facebook that they won't pay whatever it is they need to pay. What is it they need to pay anyways? What is the lingo for that? Because I actually did see somebody, I want you to know, that had something posted on Facebook and they had music, they had a track to it. So, how would they have gotten that?
You can play music like we just did if it's not through a publishing company. If it, in other words, it's custom made for your show.
Right.
It's not through BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, or through one of the publishing companies that owns the copyrights to it along with the composer of the music.
Okay.
So it's complicated. It's like, a bad marriage.
Yeah.
Which is really kind of stupid because Facebook and YouTube are the two streaming companies that don't want you to use music that way. But if they would allow us to pay them a licensing fee, most broadcasters, legitimate broadcasters, would be willing to do that.
Right.
We do it already with BMI, ASCAP, and CSAC. So why don't they just get the money from them?
Good question, Lee.
You know what I mean?
What's up with that?
I don't know, but I think we should maybe get organized as broadcasters.
I think so. Are you advertising what size you wear tonight?
Am I advertising what size I wear?
Hey, wait. I want you to know the faux pas and how many of us, I've done that up the side of my leg. And I'm thinking, you'd be looking at me because I'd be styling somebody told that story, and as they came towards them, and he thought he was styling and all that, they peeled that off and was like, you still have this. I believe
That's
you want.
That's where you go, no, that's going back. I didn't ask you to pull that off.
Right. I know what I'm doing.
You gotta love that.
Just took that tag back in there. There it is.
Now wait. Can you get a shot? You see this? You see this jacket? Yeah.
Wait, do we have a sponsor, or are you just giving it away for free?
Whose phone's ringing?
That's one of us.
One.
Mine?
Can't tell.
Who be calling me? We're streaming live.
Don't call us now.
Wait, that might be the young man who's supposed to be on the show.
Well,
is he outside? Wait, check out to see if he's outside. No. I'm gonna send Rocky to go check out if he's outside. But anyways, see this jacket here? The history behind this jacket. This is from. If I show you the back, Lee, can they see the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back that truck up.
Back that truck up. You got that right. So back up that chassis. I actually this is legit. This show is a crew. Yeah, this jacket is a crew jacket from the Ziggy Stardust Spiders from Mars, from Miramax Films. It was actually designed for a woman who was, I guess, going out with the owner of Miramax Films, and I lucked out because their sister threw a yard sale, and basically didn't let her know that the value of this, and she sold it to me for $2. Mm-hmm. You see the back of it, right?
Yeah, Miramax Films.
Yeah, babe.
David Bowie,
Ziggy Stardust. And so when he passed, I was like, cha-ching! All right? The only thing about that is you have to have a letter of a document of authenticity. And I'm like, they didn't have that at the yard sale.
Well, I'm a graphic designer. I mean, should we just create one?
Oh, I like that. Shh, don't tell anybody.
What was that movie? This author was like pretending to be authors of Ode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it was a screener. That's why.
Well,
I don't remember the name.
A screener or a screamer?
a screener, so I got to see it early.
Yeah, I got asked.
That's the real cool thing about LA. Do you go to a lot of screenings?
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to go to a few of them where it's like we're all the people to some of them, whoever did their PR, and it was fabulous. And what I like is a question and answer at the end of it. That a lot of people, and of course, I'm always afraid. Does anyone have a question? I'm like, yeah, pick me, oh, because you're not from here, so you get all excited about I'm gonna have my voice be heard, and then you hope you say something profound to back that up, because that's what it's all about. But yeah, I got to see a film that was made. It was about the Puerto Rican. There was a group out of, I want to say, New York.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
All right, yeah, I know. But they were like they changed everything. They were people that actually they took their lives in their hands for the freedoms and the things that coming to this country, and they talked about all their issues, and it was this story, what it was based around. It was awesome, and we were trying to figure out how to get, because when you go to a screening, sometimes they haven't gone to the bigger buyers for the movies, right? And which is a big thing out here when people say,
yeah, that's the good thing about LA is like they can get a few more industry eyes on it before it like gets released or whatever.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
That's why
I keep thinking of the Blair Witch Project. Mm-hmm. Now, wasn't that all like? It wasn't all like filmed on like a regular kind of movie kind of camera.
Yeah, it was made to look like that. I don't remember all the particulars.
Very low budget, right?
Very low budget, but it wasn't made
right because did it because you felt like you were.
It wasn't made the way
ride?
we were supposed to believe it was made. Like it was supposed to be these kids in the woods, like found footage. So it was shot like found footage, but it was actually a scripted production, much like any of them.
Could you imagine? I mean, you could do a horror film where you're going down like the tent cities here. Just strap one of them Go cams on you and just take close-ups as the people as you run by, and you could also actually, not to be cruel about it, but there's a dark side of humor to that where you could probably find a lot of comedy just based on some of the situations and the people, because there are very colorful people that are out on the street. I mean, the genius of it all, the guy that was wrapped in Christmas lights. Like, I was amazed at what this guy did. They were blinking, happy holidays, give me money.
Yeah, there are a couple of documentaries out about it. Different folks down there. A lot of personalities.
Yeah, but has anyone done it from funny?
I don't know about
exactly. See, I know you're saying,
not
that's
other than,
dark. Come on.
What was the one with, was it Richard Dreyfuss or something?
Oh, where he was
like down and out in Beverly Hills or something?
Well, yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Hey, I forgot about that.
But do you mean scripted or you mean unscripted?
Just unscripted.
Like find the funny down
find
there.
The funny. Now, that would be a project.
In the homelessness
But you could because
situation.
Human. I know that, but I don't care what you say. There's a lot of tragedy in comedy. We all know that.
No, absolutely.
And there has to be, I don't care where you go in this world, no matter how low you go, you're still going to find some people that maintain their joy.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. That have probably something to say about life that the rest of us sitting in our, gorgeous homes and our cars might take a look at this person and go, huh.
Yeah.
It's always something that, in LA, we were trying to figure out, okay, you're in LA, the birthplace of every idea you can imagine, right? As far as like, if you want to get it done, you could come here, birth the idea, because there's enough people out here that go, if it's unique and different enough, they'll sign up for that. Like, I went by an exercise place where they hang from the ceiling and they're jumping around and stuff. Somebody sat in a room and thought of that. Now I'm so sick of Soul Cycle, blah, blah, blah. Why don't we get bungee cords and jump from the ceiling?
Oh, for sure. This is definitely the home of trendy.
No, I know what it was.
Things.
Trendy things. They were watching, the baby bouncies. They were watching. We'll strap some adults in some of those. And it's pretty much, that's what it is. You have a giant bungee thing with all that's missing is the little strap on for your, well, not that.
Oh, no. Which strap on are you talking about? Okay.
Well, there you go. Now, that would be an interesting exercise class now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially if they miss. Oh, bang! Like, that's a hard.
Wham, bam, slam. Excuse me, ma'am. And bounce.
Yeah, no. Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really amazed at the ingenuity of some of the places. Like, I was walking down Ventura Boulevard, And I was talking to someone, and he's like, "Well, start a company." And I'm looking at like massage. Well, there's 27 of them I just went by.
And not only that, I'm amazed at how many animal businesses cater to animals there are, especially on Ventura.
Right.
So there's like animal massage.
Right.
Yeah, like animal day spas. It's just like, really?
Listen, I want to have like an LA Fitness for animals.
It probably already happened.
Where?
They've got all kind of day spas and little
Yeah, but
play
not
areas.
like
They'll work the dog out.
Real exercise where you could go, you get a
Little
membership.
treadmills,
Yeah, you
what's
get
all
like
in there?
you get the pool, you got the treadmill. What else could we give the because
I
people
think they go by different names, but they got them.
they do?
I promise.
I have not. I'm going to look into
These
that. because
pets have more pampering than you can imagine.
It's amazing to me. I have, and like I said, in LA, you can talk to the animals. Don't talk to the owners. They'll stand and they'll hold their arm out, look away, maybe look at their phone while you're busy and socializing
most
with
of
the
them
animal.
are like proud of the animal. Like,
Nope.
I want to.
I'm telling you, Fryman, they're just like, don't talk to me, just talk to the dog.
No, I get a different experience. They usually love talking about the dog.
Will you talk to the normal people?
I guess.
There are some, people who don't want to
Yeah,
be
you're
bothered
Miss
with
GoPro
humans.
down in Skid Row, so
Yeah,
maybe you're meeting different people than I am.
GoPro down in Skid Row. That's a great name for it. Don't knock it, man. That's something else. You have like I said, the idea of starting a business. You have this like energy that comes from LA, and like where this is a comedy show.
Yeah,
And we talk a lot about comedy.
well, we talk about everything, but yeah,
Right.
from a comedic perspective.
Yes, but in saying that, like I really would like to take that approach where finding the funny just out on the street. Forget
Absolutely.
about like just going out because a lot of
the shows do that. Like Jimmy Kimmel and they'll just go out on the street. Conan O'Brien.
right, but they just do like these small little segments, and like I said, we'll call it the "What Are You Shitting Me" reality show, and we'll just go out and find it because it's everywhere out here. You don't need a script. All you need is you don't even need, what is the iPhone 7 now? You can film with it the way oh really low budget. I'm liking this idea.
Well, like we're doing now, we just went live on our Facebook pages.
Our Facebook page. Yep, all 7
going
people
on,
that are
folks?
watching mine. Welcome in.
I'm hoping this double camera angle setup is working.
It's that's really cool how you got that piggy banked. It's really kind of cool. You have see the ingenuity of all that. Be strapping your iPhone instead of a GoPro. Just strap your iPhone to your head.
Yeah, now they're
Well,
they're starting to put that technology, that connectivity in the cameras now too. But yeah, the phone is the best way to do it.
like you could do a marathon night where we run to all the clubs and we could just like
I want to talk
permission
to you about that. We can start setting that up because there's this. I think I was mentioning it to you before, like the Airbnb.
Yeah.
They do experiences now,
right.
and I see lots of people just creating, just all hikes, all kind of little comedy nights. People especially these tourists who come to LA, want to go on these excursions, and they just want somebody to show them around town.
I told you about the two ladies I picked up for Lifton. She wanted to know. She was an Asian woman. She wanted to know, where is La La Land. I went, what? She goes, I want to know where La La Land.
There is a La La Land on Hollywood Boulevard.
Now
It's a souvenir store.
oh, okay. No, but that's not what she meant.
That's not what she meant.
She was like, where they were dancing.
Yeah.
I was taking her up to the Griffin, and I was so the observatory, and she was actually telling her mother, this is the spot. So yeah, they come here for that. I'm getting excited. I want to take one of them house tours.
Yeah. What's the house tour?
Where you drive and you see all the Hollywood.
Oh, the
stars.
Hollywood houses. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to know where all the stars are living. You people.
Not so much.
Half of them don't live there anymore, right? See if the garbage man can give you a better tour. Yeah. I bet he knows. Yeah, actually.
They probably do, because right now, like, people are starting to put furniture out. So I've been on the prowl, man. I'm like trying to furnish our new apartment.
Are you kidding me? That's
kid you
hysterical.
not. Because people they have all this furniture, and when they're moving out, it's
they
just
don't
like,
care.
They're
like, see ya.
I can't do anything with
used to
it.
do
Now, I'm
that.
not bringing junk home. I'm not Fred Sanford. But if it's you, hey, you find some
Well, you
nice
get in
stuff.
some high. Yes, you do. I mean, that was something
Like,
that.
shout out to my baby. She found a nice bookshelf.
Did she
And
really?
she got so excited because she would be the one who would give me so much grief. Like, babe, really? But now she saw like this nice mirror I brought home, real wood frame, no like nicks in it,
And
like beautiful, like a heavy mirror too.
That could be a tour. Your Airbnb. We're going to trash pick in Beverly Hills. That's right. You can get that now.
Hey,
That's it. Like,
and I like to look on the Let Go app too. That's a good one
okay. Well,
because people will just list stuff like for free.
And
hey,
it's a
just
service,
come
right?
get it. Well, they just want you to like.
you do understand there's
You could
people
either sell
that
your
actually
stuff-
live to do that.
Oh, for
like
sure.
That
yeah,
is like
yeah.
you find a little quirky something.
That's what I'm feeling. I'm like, when you have the ability to store some stuff,
right.
hey, that's a business. Because like, you find some good stuff because they just don't have the time to get rid of it and list that stuff. Like people who list it on eBay or Let Go or, I mean, really, that's what a pawn shop is.
That's
They've
true.
got the space to like, they give you a little, next to nothing and, you know, find the people
yeah,
who,
and it's all virtual space, so you don't need to have a pay
how's a
overhead
virtual
for.
space.
In other words, like you don't need a warehouse to store all the stuff, right? You're saying,
Well, I'm saying you would. Yeah.
Oh,
if
you would
if
get
got
it and
enough
then sell
space,
it?
Yeah.
oh, I thought you would just direct. Hi there.
If you could
I
do
have
it
a-
quickly enough.
yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, you need a few days.
Now see,
Because people want to bargain hunt and all that stuff. So you post it, you see how many hits you get.
look, I'll never forget the little old lady that came in and they lived in a penthouse suite, and she was saying how this cracked me up. I mean, these people were advertising something they were selling, and she was inviting people up into her house, and not for nothing, but I just saw every possible mug scene that you could. Oh, and I was showing them around and showing them. I said, "Do you know these people?" No, they just answered my ad. She goes, and then I was making them sandwiches. I'm like, lady. Perfect for a crime scene. Do you not remember the guy who murdered someone on Craigslist? And you're inviting people in. This was right about that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, little 74-year-old lady.
Yeah, I'd probably wait till I'm moving out.
That's it. And I mean, all of that, too, where I used to have people tell me that when I sold mattresses, and I would say, well, how old is your mattress? Well, I really don't know. I bought it off somebody.
I got it from somebody.
Right,
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
like,
been passed down.
ew, it's
in the
like
family.
changing underwear. It's like people have no idea how long you should have a mattress.
Hey, you put that foam topper on there.
That's
and
it.
just,
You're
hey.
all set, right? Because what happens is you go out
You
and you
realize
price
how
them.
expensive they are is what
Wicked.
happens.
And I want you to know, listen, the secret of the industry, because did I sign a waiver? Anyways, what mattresses actually go for.
Yeah.
And the markup on it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You would just, you've no idea, people. And not only that, you also get a kickback as a salesperson. When I sell a high-end mattress, I get a nice hefty check for that. So of course I'm that's where I want you to go.
Absolutely.
But a lot of people do their homework, and don't get me wrong, you get what you pay for. I would never skimp. I used to love that. People would come in and they'd tell me they had a summer place. Okay, they were renting it out. Great. Well, what do you want for a mattress? I don't want anything expensive. Yeah, because I want to come back to your place if I can't, on my vacation, put my ass to sleep on that mattress. If you're going to spend it anywhere, who cares about the furniture? Go trash picking, I guess. As long as it looks good.
Got to be good. Yeah,
But
gotta
that's
be
it.
quality.
As long as it looks good. But a mattress, you should invest in, because that's what people, when they come in,
Yeah.
that they would talk about, I stayed at a hotel and they had the
Yeah,
best
it makes
mattress.
sense. Yeah, I remember I was in a Westin one time, and that bed was like
Didn't it stay with you? It's
luxurious.
like,
Yeah.
how do people
You
not
never forget it.
understand the value of a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
Don't you ever? The women are known for this. This is
You remember the worst night's sleep, yeah, when it's like, especially like that pull-out bed with the bar in your back.
oh,
like,
right. This is now. I want you to know that the way to tell somebody, did you sleep all right last night? That's another. You look tired. You might as well say, you look like shit. Why don't you go fix that stuff up? Because that's what that actually means. But people equate
yeah.
a gentler way of telling you you're not very well put together is, so did you sleep all right last night? You look a little tired. You look tired. Nobody wants to look tired, okay? But it equates to the fact that nobody gives a shit when they go out to buy a mattress. I'd have people come in and say, you got the $299 special
That
mattress.
I saw on the
Right.
paper. And don't give me the bait and switch. I want that
I want
one.
that one. Yeah, right, exactly. Now how good is this mattress? What's the warranty on it? Nothing. You get it. Good luck with it. Yeah, because there's nothing in it.
Well, tell us
It's
what
like-
this markup is.
Like
We
you
want to know
gotta-
how
you
much
gotta-
we're getting
Oh my
gouged.
God, you're getting gouged so bad. It's not. Let me put it this way. There's a very high end brand temp or something. Anyways, if I
There's so many
I was
tempers,
able to buy, if it was $4,600 you would pay,
Yeah.
I could buy it for $1,295, and they still made money on it.
Sure. Yeah. Welcome to wholesale.
Still
and
made
retail.
money on it. Big money. You just sit there and like and it's all a gamble.
That's kind of why I wanted to get like a retailer's license or whatever, so you can like get those things.
That's the gravy department in every
Wholesale.
furniture store is
Yeah.
their mattress department.
Yeah.
And that's something that for the life of me, I never understood that people would do they call it the mattress cardio, where they bounce it with their fingertips. Yep,
Yeah.
this feels really good.
I don't feel the springs.
I don't feel the springs, but I'm going to be back in 2 weeks telling you I can't sleep. My back is killing me, and I hate the mattress, and I'm going to sue your company because we had a policy we did not take mattresses back, and the reason for that was because most places are going to resell the mattress. I don't want to creep people out, but a lot of places do resell the mattresses. So you have no idea what you're getting into. And I did, because people would actually tell me the stories. It was so funny. And we resold our mattress or couch. That's another thing. A used sofa with fabric. Yeah, you got ass crack on that. I'm just saying. I remember my daughter called me. She's like, Mom, a $70 couch. I said, Cassandra, smell it. She's like, I'm not putting my face on that. Well, eventually you're going to. There's somebody's ass crack on that couch.
Yeah,
and you want to
somebody's
buy
gonna sleep on
somebody else's? No, I really don't. That's the same way I feel about mattresses. I don't care if your Aunt Lily gave you the mattress.
Is that why you were sniffing my couch?
That's it. I'm bad like that.
I'm glad she was giving me the lowdown on my couch. She's like, "This is real leather." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you."
Yes, and it also
I
had
don't get
baseball
all my
stitching.
furniture on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, with that. And that's the expectation of most people when they go furniture
And that's like the
shopping.
college kid in me, like too. Like that's that like
What, crates?
how to decorate. Yeah, how to
With-
decorate a
with,
college room. Just like being on the
pallets. People get so excited about that, right?
I never
like,
did
I'm
pallets,
gonna get
but
some
just
pallets.
being on the lookout for like when your friends got to get rid of some stuff and they don't need it anymore or whatever. You're like, hey, I got a home for it.
I got a home for that. Well, it depends on it. Pretty much
Nice
it depends
stuff.
on
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. Nice stuff.
Like we
Like
get
if-
all wood furniture and stuff. I mean, it's mostly pressed wood nowadays, especially all this
Now let me
IKEA
enlighten
stuff.
you to that. And people would come in and they'd ask if it was particle board. Well, let me enlighten you to particle board. Okay, there's certain things. MDF board versus particle board. Particle board, you put a screw in it, turns to dust, and it's going to crumble. That's a lot of those O'Sullivans. Ready to assemble. IKEA. I give anyone. Man, you go to IKEA. To me, it's like brain surgery on fucking furniture. I really am not interested in putting something together that I can basically barely read the directions. There's a billion screws, and I if you would have told me that there was actually a company who was going to do that and make a fortune doing it, because we had people have meltdowns on pickup that couldn't assemble a four-legged table. They would do things like, I can't read the directions.
You got 3 of them on. But
Yeah, well, no, they don't know how to square a chair or the legs. So before you screw everything in tight, you have to make sure it's squared.
you got to square a chair, people. You
Square
got
chair.
that?
So, they would come in, this isn't right, it wobbles, it does this, it's a piece of crap. And, it's like, pay the delivery
So
charge.
squaring it is just kind of leveling it.
Yeah, making sure it's level before you tighten all the screws. Because no one thinks of that. They just on all this. And that's the other thing. Using hand drills and then just going right through everything. I saw the genius in that. And when people would ask me, if I pay delivery, do they put it together? Yes, ma'am. Genius is included with that. Because the travesties were always people would balk on the delivery charge. To me, it's just not worth the aggravation. I work too damn hard for my money. I'm going to go to the furniture store. Yep, I like that. I'm going to pay the delivery charge, because if you've ever dealt with moving companies,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take an arm, a leg, and a nostril to deliver like 3 pieces of furniture, right? Our delivery
But
charge,
it's better than trying to do it yourself. But
well, we $119, you get a whole house full of delivery, and people still weren't happy, because that's how consumers are. In that book I'm going to write, customers, you can't beat them even though you want to shoot them, because it's just like no matter what you do. And how many times have you experienced like you're going to go get something for somebody and do the extra mile? You're in retail, so you do that extra thing. Is it enough? No, because now they're going to bring it to the next thing that they want, to the next thing that they want.
the last guy, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that. We used
Let's
to have
go see if
comments.
you can find him.
We'd have comments, so
Yeah.
I'd pull up you. Yeah, okay, Rocky. Let me take a look here and see what you bought last time and who you spoke to, and I can see a screen you can't that tells me all about you. So we would put in comments: difficult customer, lies.
Good luck with
Get
that.
rid of them as soon as you can. You're losing money. Yeah, right? Yeah. Guaranteed return
says
problem.
no. You know
Computer
that.
says no.
You know that bit?
Yes. That's just something that, there's. I can't imagine why more people in retail aren't doing comedy.
My favorite, too, is like when I would be in the call center. Let me speak to your manager. Okay, hold on. Hello? Like, you just change up the voice. Like, they're going to tell you the same thing I told you, but if you need to hear it in a different voice, I got you.
That's
Or you
fine.
just hand the mic to the next person next to you. You want to be a manager today? Here you go.
Right. You gotta love that. You better hope they never go freaking FaceTime in retail.
Oh,
That
man,
is funny
customers.
because
Yeah.
most people that power thing. The minute you pick up the phone, and I would try and coach people and say, look, people, if you have a problem with people and you want to call and get something done, customer service, it works a lot smoother if you're nice. Because you can be on I'll hold, you'll have to hold, we'll be right with you. Well, what's your phone number in case we lose you? On purpose? It's like, yeah, right?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I get disconnected. Click. Yeah. I mean, I had a sales
Send you
guy
back
who
through
did that
that
all the time.
labyrinth of trying to get to a person.
I had one sales guy tell the customer
Representative. And it's just
like that.
I didn't understand. Like, you got to get through that automated maze.
Oh, you know what? There's nothing it's automatic that you go through the whole thing, and at the very end it says, if none of these options fit, please stay on the line, and a real person will answer.
You know, and I think another trick is when it asks for Spanish, hit that one.
Why?
Because usually you'll get through a lot quicker, and most Spanish speakers are bilingual anyway. So,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, you heard it, folks. A little tidbit. Now, I was reading today, I gotta love TMZ, about Kanye and the tour. He's trying to sue for $100 million.
No, what?
I guess, that tour that he bounced off of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to sue them. He's saying something about marijuana, something backed reason, and whatever he's saying, and whatever the public is saying. Basically, they didn't approve of him just blowing the tour off and thinking he should get paid for it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people in the
Usually
feedback.
that stuff's kind of written into the contract some kind of way.
Well, evidently, I mean, and it's not just that. Like, when you think about, if you were to come to LA and become famous, please do me a favor, folks. Go to your grocery store, take a look at every magazine that they have out, and see if you want your stuff hanging out there, because everything about the celebrity's life is so incredibly devoured by people. I mean, I really don't know how I'd feel about that.
I'd probably be willing to deal with that a lot more than being broke. Because to quote Kanye, having money is not everything, but not having it is.
Yeah, that's
like when
true.
you don't have money, it's the only thing on your mind. Because everything is freaking something's due, something's about to get shut off. Man.
Well, and the other side of that too, it's like, okay, let's what sells is the misery that celebrities go through. Like they had Angelina Jolie, 75 pounds, and you could clearly
that picture looked.
But it's photoshopped. You can see where they
the background's warping a little bit.
Well, yeah, it just didn't look right where her arm looks like, but it's photoshopped. And I'm not saying that I don't doubt that she's extremely thin.
Yeah.
Anyway, she always has been. It's like, Jesus, you damn that. Next to her is
those moments when you get
what
scary
fat ass
skinny.
is this?
Yeah.
And then she's too thin. So it's like in LA, no matter what, okay, somebody's gonna have something to say as far as that goes. Who dat? So I'm like sitting here and I'm going, well, it's really kind of funny how a lot of people don't think about that. And then, you have that with, we see celebrities out all the time in LA. Mm-hmm. But I was speaking to a gentleman. He's actually my neighbor who does, he's a site agent. And he said that he's from Romania. He said the reason why a lot of celebrities go to Europe is because Europeans don't care.
Yeah.
They're not. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
When Chappelle went to Africa, it was like,
nobody knew who he was. And in Europe, nobody cares.
Not like
Europe.
generally speaking. Yeah. You can walk the streets and just be a person.
So that's what we'll do. We're going to become famous, and then we'll just have to go to Europe. I hear the food there is great. You see the way they work. They take they get 6 weeks vacation.
Yeah, and they, in
It's
most
required.
countries are eating a lot better than we are, because a lot of the
Immensely
countries
a lot
are
better.
like,
They ban GMOs.
yeah, not only that, but like I said, when I went to Germany, I was on the countryside, and a lot of greenhouses. They were, eating what they grew.
They were
and
even
a lot of
growing.
wind turbines, a lot of natural energy
even growing
sources,
stuff
or
on their
better
roof.
energy sources. Yeah,
Because where you can't to not take the footprint space, and I'm sorry, but what happened to all the smart people in America? Oh, I know. They're working every job they can, not getting what they went to college for, and they can't pay their college loans. So we stranglehold all of that as well.
yeah, we've just done a great disservice to the middle class for sure.
Yeah.
In particular.
I actually had someone tell me that the way the Affordable Health Care Act was written, that the middle class got screwed, and the poor. It's like so.
And almost all of it, all the tax breaks, all of that stuff, none of that is for the middle class.
Well, I know a lot of communities out in LA figure that they don't have to worry about fitting into that realm just yet. I have to.
Yeah,
really,
they almost all live above the poverty line, but it's like, and a lot of that cash, those cash payments are, that's what do you call it? Unreported income.
oh yeah, that. It's the first of the month, so I had to pay.
A lot of folks on.
Right. So my first
Cal
month,
Fresh.
last month, yeah. So today,
I might have to look into it. I was like, sometimes I act too proud, but sometimes I'm like, I should go get me some food.
yeah, right.
I should go get me some. I call it reparations. I should go get me some reparations.
Well, yeah. Everybody has that. G-King comic had on the blues today, and he was playing some blues song, and it's like the rent is due. So and then there was the I had a problem in the place that I rent. You flush a toilet, and I guess and it sounded like the pipes were just either going to just explode or whatever, something underneath the building. So my landlord, who also sat and told me for an hour how rich he was, and he actually bought the property that I live in because he needed a place for his dog to shit. And I'm like, seriously? So you want me to sign a lease that says the first $150 of a repair is my responsibility? So I'm like,
a repair deductible?
Right.
I've never seen that.
Okay, this is the rich man who, and I wouldn't mind, but I see his buildings. They have his name on it. I'm walking down Ventura. I go, this guy he lives in Thousand Oaks. You go through this big gateway.
Man, it was in the lease that you signed?
It's in the lease, and the reason somebody said he did this is because he doesn't want to be nickel and dime over every little thing.
You should have talked to a rental attorney. I don't know if that's legal. I mean, if it's in the contract, it's kind of legal because you're agreeing to it.
Right.
But I don't think.
But
that's
with
how it's
that
supposed to
being
work.
said, it's outside of the property. In other words, it's something outside of my apartment, so it's on the side of the house. So I called him out on it. I'm like, I don't think so, dude. I mean, I really don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, $150 to me is I don't eat that week, and you son of a bitch, what is that, like shit bags for your dogs?
Yeah.
So thank God he doesn't listen to this show.
You might be able to call the county out to come check out the pipes or whatever. Like you said.
Well, no, the guy fixed it today, and the guy who did the work. And, you ever get these people,
and it's clanging. It was like below the foundation outside.
Well, it was outside on the side of the house. But the older gentleman, he was an older guy, and he's standing at my screen door. And he's like just standing outside the screen door. I'm right on the other side of the screen door. He's not looking at it. He's got his ear to the door, and he's like, hey, is anybody in there? And I'm like, from me to you, I'm like, yes, I'm here. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna fix that repair. Still not looking and engaging. I'm like, does he not see through the screen? Is it like when you men?
It's a little harder sometimes if you're on the outside looking in.
From me to you, for the love of God, I'm thinking like,
if depends on what the lighting is.
Yeah, my eyes are like, he's driving.
No, screens are. Yeah, it's like if it's light out inside and not outside.
Because in Florida, which you're from,
yeah,
near deads and crackheads, the near deads. Okay, snowbirds, whatever. They literally, I mean, like I said, I watched a woman try and buy a vowel taking the eye test, and they were actually coaxing her on what she was reading, and I'm like, and you passed her, okay, and then watching the little old lady lift her husband's foot in the driver's side so he could get in the car, and I'm like, yeah, he's going for the break real soon. I mean, they're ancient. as it is, and yet don't take away their license because Florida is geared towards the older people to come down and retire. Which, by the way, California is not. You people hurt me badly when I'm like, how much is your sales tax? What? It's like almost 10%. How do you people live here?
And plus a state tax. So.
Oh yeah. See, they don't have that. Florida doesn't have a state tax. Doesn't have an excise tax. I registered my car.
That's why. I was like, I need to probably incorporate outside of LA. Because even if you don't make any, if like you start a business here and you don't make any money, you still have to pay like.
Are you kidding
taxes,
me?
Yeah. My banker told me that, and I was like, what?
Why are there so many businesses? Because a lot of places won't do business.
Well, you don't.
In a
you
state
can
that
register in a lot of different places. I mean, a lot of people go for Nevada or.
Okay.
What's the other one? It was the one
Utah?
real popular one. No, it was like Delaware or something. Like Delaware.
You know what? Before you do anything in LA, okay, you have to research what that will mean.
And it's a lot easier these days because hey, just Google it.
How is it that a state that has the incredible populace? Have you ever been anywhere in LA that doesn't have 1 billion people walking around? I don't know. I've never seen so much money condensed in one place. So if
the state was like broke for like I don't
but
know
the
what the current
richest
state
people
is.
in the world live here. The world, not just the world.
But when you're giving tax breaks to the
rich?
1%ers.
Okay, you son of a bitch. I knew there was a catch in there.
Yeah, they've got these massive
all those
mansions, but that
people-
money's probably going overseas, some offshore account, like who knows.
So I guess that's why people enjoy reading about their misery on the front page of the Enquirer.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I'm paying all my taxes in this. Oh, good. At least she has cellulite.
No, they don't have cellulite. They get that sucked out.
No, I've seen the photos. They've caught their asses places. It was actually the tennis player, Venus. Is it Venus?
That is a tennis player.
Thank you. They had a shot of her just to prove to women that this woman is in phenomenal shape, and you can't get away from cellulite. Cellulite's like a fact of life.
Okay.
Just like chill out, ladies. This is the
Thought you
real
were trying to say she
body.
had
This is the untouched
some plastic
version. Please
surgery
don't.
or some
Nope.
lipo. I'm like, no.
No, she's solid, man. But
Yeah,
you
she's
can't
solid.
get away from that.
No,
I mean,
no,
realistic,
cellulite, yeah.
realistic body image.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you'd have that out in LA. I've seen. It's just like there was a man that walked by tonight that had plastic surgery, and his face was so tight, so tight, and not even his hair color was good. I mean, he just had this wiry reddish hair. And by all means, cap it off with a hat because that pulls it all together.
Yeah. Did he have the spray tan or?
I didn't know if he was smiling or grimacing. Ah, good point. Yes, he actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it was like the whole, and my mind only went to like, this unrecognizable, so it's probably some famous person that I don't know because they've altered their
funny,
looks.
yeah, they could be old Hollywood. But then the thing too is like, it's such an acceptable look here. Like they'll be like, you look great.
No, it's freaky, man. It's,
like for LA people, like it's like, I think maybe because it's like you look like you had at least enough money to get this done, so that's a good look.
It is. We're such we're a country that's so
and like, oh my god,
caught up in that.
Yeah, I saw one old guy. I mean, oh my god, he had on the like some teal colored sneakers, like the skinny jeans, the fitted shirt.
Shut up.
But like the oldest white dude ever. And I was just like, wow. Like his outfit was so like 22, but he was so at least
do you think they'd be
of
saying maybe that about me someday?
Man, no, you work it. This guy was like,
oh, the hopeless. Yes.
It was an interesting look.
How
and it's one of those moments where you're trying to make eye contact with someone else to be like, someone else, please acknowledge this with me. Like, anybody?
Is it anybody? Can I get a witness? Can I?
You see what I see?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, that's actually hilarious because they do the Walmart badly dressed people, but I think LA in itself, because people love watching people.
Oh yeah,
You know,
especially comics. Comics are the biggest people watchers.
Are they really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
And why is that? Because everything is
we
there.
We probably find the humor in it, and
Oh,
whatever it is, like you were
tons of
saying.
humor
Yeah,
in it.
yeah, yeah.
It's got to be no matter. And of course, I'm one of those people, and I don't know if you're the same. If I'm standing in line, I got to have a conversation with everybody in the line.
No, I'm not that person.
Really?
That's you. Yeah.
See, that's so me. And like,
That's
you
so
get
you.
in an elevator, and I'm like shaking hands. People are hugging me when I leave. Oh, for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, waiting rooms, because that creepiness about sitting in a waiting room, if it's a small waiting room, and people, like, they get the magazines, and, you know, like, I hate the doctor's office that have like 6 magazines that you've already read from last year, because the guy's too cheap with the fees that they're paying. But they, you know, everybody's sitting there, and that's the genius of phones now, because where would we be without our
Yeah,
phones?
everybody's on the phones now.
Things are awkward. Pull out your phone, okay? Especially, I'm sorry, the idea of being on a date and you pull a phone out, that ain't happening. I literally would be, I'm going to the ladies' room, and I wouldn't come back. Because that would be like the amount of time that person spent on their phone. In fact, I was with somebody, and I was like, the greatest compliment, the most awesome, the whole time they were sitting with me, they didn't look at their phone. You know? So I happen to think, I don't know how you'd feel about that, but have you ever been like, and I've been guilty of like somebody talking.
It's something I focus on, but you get so, even if it's to check the time, it's just so like, you might not even be trying to look at something in particular. It's just that like reflex.
I just had the funny skit where in my head of like being a teenager. See, we didn't have cell phones back in my day, but imagine my mother like getting in my face about something, which I could so see my mother doing a spiel, and me just looking at my phone while she in the middle of a tangent.
Yeah. No,
could you imagine? Because well, I mean, there's so many things too. It's like even in the house. Like my roommate was texting me today from her bedroom, which is like right there. I'm like, seriously?
Now that is acceptable, and I recognize that my family and we started doing that like once everybody was into the cell phone era. Then it was just like, yeah, it's better than yelling through the place.
I'm downstairs. I'm making bacon, and I want to say no shit. Whole neighborhood knows. You smell it. Yeah, you know, you don't have to call me twice, you know, for breakfast.
Are you telling me this because you got something for me? Or?
Right. But, you know, with that being said, the whole thing, too, is like when you're...
Now, that's torture, though. Have you been woken up to the smell of bacon,
and
but none of it's for you? Yeah.
Right.
My roommate did that one time, and I felt some kind of way. I didn't mean to, but it was just like... Because it wakes you up, so now you're hungry... But none of that's for you.
All those smells. It reminds me of camping. You know, the things that you reminisce about camping. And the thing was, back in the day, there was 4 of us.
Yeah.
And kudos to my mother, because she had 4 kids that were like, you know, they didn't medicate us. They probably would have.
They tried.
She probably would have been locked up for, you know, ass
tried.
whoopings that we would have got, because you can't do that now. But my mother would have all 4 of us kids out camping. And if you know, literally was the spade shovel that would fold over, and you had to go to the bathroom with she handed you a roll of toilet paper, give you the shovel, go deep,
away from the campfire.
Away from the campfire. Who's been pooping behind the tent? I don't care if you scared you are. You'll be right, yeah. As kids doing that, but the smell of bacon
near
cooking.
Boston. Where were you?
New Hampshire.
I don't know.
New Hampshire, Maine, all up in that area.
Okay.
I had a blast, you know. Now, as far as comedy shows, because we really do have to mention something about that. There's some stuff going on. I don't have my phone. I wanted to...
See, addicted.
Addicted. No, but it has all my inflammation on it. And, you know, as far as like with a show, I know Marty had asked me to go to a show.
Marty, yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually one of those great causes that if I have my phone, ACLU.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to get the initials. Maybe I don't. AL.
There's ACLU. No, well, that's for civil liberties.
Nope, maybe it's not that.
ALS, maybe.
Yes, maybe that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So many letters. So
Vegetable
many
soup,
acronyms.
So many acronyms.
I'll grab it. Hold on.
Yeah, to see where that is, I'd like to check that out. Hey, Jesse.
Hey.
What's up? We got a guy from the Jesse T show.
Yes.
See that? When do you air?
Well, since you said my name, they got to see my face.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a camera. Yeah, right here.
All right, you right
He's-
there?
well, yeah.
I want to be right
You
here
say,
by you,
look at
though,
you
see?
smoothing like that.
I'm smoothing
you,
fast.
You got something funny you want to add?
I'm
being
always
as it's
funny.
a comedy show.
I'm funny
This,
all
this
the
is
time.
who he is.
I'm funny looking.
All right, you guys, and I'm sure
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna be
can,
paying, but what?
Even
What?
switch.
I can switch.
Oh, she's doing the switch
It might
on
still.
That-
It
what?
might still keep recording
I
while
didn't know
you.
you kind of switchy kind of guy.
Switching.
Right?
Yeah, so it's on the front facing camera, so now you can be
There I
seen.
am.
really
I can
confusing me.
rotate your phone.
That's
What's
what
that
I
all
said.
about?
Because we were recording this way,
See,
so
you see what happens when he gives these high-tech geniuses?
Yeah, I know he's good like
don't
that.
rotate it back.
So wait.
I want you to stay the way you were.
Hey, I like that. I can see Willie Robinson had joined. He's cool. Hey, Willie. That's really good. I don't have as many people as Rocky does.
When you get to be my age, you only dream about rotating.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true? Your
That's
age?
true.
Would you? Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I'm
Damn
older
kid,
than
you.
the Dead Sea when it was
You
alive.
probably just go ahead and end yours.
All right, I'm going to
Go
end
to the
mine because
features.
I'm going to put all my 3 people.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys do your show because I'm just got to go home now.
Oh.
You do, huh?
Yeah. I got to
Okay.
go practice my rotation. Thank you.
Salutations for your rotation.
That's right. Yo.
Okay. Who's texting me? So basically, what I'd like to see. Oh, Mimi said to answer.
Oh, what was that? ALS?
No, Mimi, your wife.
I know. What was the to answer to what?
Rocky, got you live. Make Shirley 911 answer, please.
Uh-oh.
This is the era that we live in. Because if anything is the way that is, we can get that message. So that being said, anyways, I want to give a shout out to I'll get the initials straight.
ALS.
No, it's ALS, and where that's going to be, because there's a lot of comedians who they donate their time.
Yeah,
Some-
that's about all we can donate usually.
Marty Ross, and I'll give a shout out to him, and it is the ACLU fundraiser.
Okay, yeah, Civil Liberties.
So
American Civil
he said they are donating their time for this important cause. Okay, and he had invited me to go to the show. It's something that, if that is something people can make, that would be great. I believe it's at trying to get a look at his flyer. And there's a bunch of shows. Ice House, Nancy Bellany. She does incredible with her train.
I still have to go out there,
Comedy.
so maybe we can hit
You
it.
have, yes, we definitely have to go. And it's August 20th at Marty's is. It's at 5 p.m. It's at Flappers. If you guys can stop by,
Is
if
that
you
the
can
one in
go.
Burbank?
Yeah, the one in Burbank.
Well, they've got two.
Yeah, and I know that. I should know that. But I'm still new to the area.
Okay.
That's it. So I don't want to be given the tour when we do this thing with the Airbnb. That's it. They get me as a tour guide as well. See, maybe
Well
they
worth the
won't.
money.
Maybe they'll think, yeah, I didn't want to go see the show. That woman was so funny. That's a primary. I tell you that they could become famous just doing your own shows, and like Jerry
Just your own
Seinfeld did.
tours.
Yeah, taking people on tours. And Halloween time, we could do horror
Themes.
tours.
Sure.
Theme. Are you kidding me? So
All
we
the
could have
places
fun
where
with
people
that?
got murdered in Hollywood.
Oh my God! Oh, I know, right? That's that because there are. I mean, this
There
is
are
where
a lot, yeah.
this is
You
where
think?
yeah, because I'm here and everyone. My mother, for the first time ever, my mother's like, maybe you should get a gun. Be living. The only thing that we have here is coyotes. That's the only thing where I live in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, and I don't mess with coyotes because the thing is, like a dog, I'll kick a dog, and
No, coyotes are
if
nasty.
a dog
And
tries
it-
to mess with me, I'll kick him
Here's-
straight in their face. But I don't mess with coyotes because here's the thing about a coyote: they've had to earn every meal they've ever
They
had.
do.
Like they've never been given Alpo
They said that. Wait, they said when it's
or
hotter
kibbles
out,
and bits.
they're coming out more. And,
Yeah, they
and like
gotta
my
hunt
neighbor was
more.
like looking for the cat.
Yeah, cats, all these little lap dogs that these rich folks want to have.
And they're like, and they're telling people, these people are actually losing their pets while they're walking them. These coyotes are
Yeah.
not afraid of people. And
Oh,
usually
why?
they were shy. This is something new, that usually they were shy. And then someone else had a picture of a bobcat. And what I love is that people that aren't from here are actually surprised. And I lived in Florida. Florida had the same thing. You got to watch yourself.
Yeah, I went to school in Gainesville and University of Florida, and an alligator snatched up somebody's dog.
Hey, did you ever go to Lillian's?
I don't know Lillian's.
Lillian's music
club?
store. No,
Oh,
Lillian's
no.
music store was a bar, right downtown main area. Really, you were saintly like them, Rocky? Is that what
Not
you're
about
telling me?
saintly, but we were just running in different circles, sweetheart. I went to fraternity parties.
Oh,
Black
frat parties.
frats.
Let's say.
Not frat parties in the white boy reference. Like,
yeah.
It's
that.
a different thing in black culture. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is?
Yo, man, big. So it was either Caribbean Student Association parties or fraternity parties, and some sorority parties, but mostly fraternity parties.
Yeah, those were. Oof. That was as close as I got to going to college. Was frat parties.
Once
Just
again,
telling you.
different thing.
Different thing.
in
I
black culture.
know. What have you?
Yeah, and well,
Party town.
In the frat house, there were no frat houses.
No,
No, not in black.
I'm
frats.
getting educated. I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm
So
getting-
there's no
This is Black History Month. Thank you very much.
No roofies,
No roofies.
no acquaintance rape. Yeah.
No, you didn't have to have that because the magic in the drug was where you guys
Where you wanted
You
to
talk.
What's the magic? Oh,
the
okay.
smooth. Yeah, it was really funny because I went to an all white party
Yeah.
at the Sheridan. Okay, which
yeah.
means that everybody wore white. Just so you know, because
We know we're very familiar.
No, I see. I didn't
Diddy
know
does
that.
it annually.
Okay, see, I didn't know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they don't have that where I'm from.
Yeah, no, it's big.
So to my surprise,
Mhm.
the all white party.
Summer party.
Now I'm going thinking, all white, and I was one of three.
What did all white mean to you? White outfit, right?
White outfit and white. Yeah, so I was the only.
Okay, that's what it was. That's what it should have been.
It was crazy.
But I'm here. I'm missing the distinction when you say all white, like you weren't aware of what it was going to be.
Well, I just didn't know if it was like the first of all, like the all white party, and I was like, does that mean the whole? Because I work at Skirball, and when they say all white, everything's white, the interior, everything.
Okay.
So okay, so,
I'm waiting, Lee. I'm waiting to see if she just means like it's going to be all white people or
well,
just
that
all
was
white outfits.
I
All
was
white
one of
outfits.
three.
Yeah.
There was no white people.
No. Yeah.
But it was the music, the food, and then at the end of the night, two people ended up in the pool. And what was really funny was
Two people.
right. But she jumped in. This woman jumped in. This very energetic, large black woman jumped into the pool, and the big conversation around was she got her hair wet. Everybody was like the
I'm actually
biggest.
surprised someone got in
all right,
because
all
that's
right.
why we would have been like, yeah, black woman.
She went under the. They were like, and everybody was going off. She got her hair wet. And I'm
Did
like,
she have? She didn't have natural hair.
Listen,
Now, if she had natural hair,
No,
then okay.
I
No
have
problem.
no idea.
Oh, yeah.
What do I know?
Like
right?
kind of a fro or like
It
twist.
was longer. Maybe
or
it was
locks.
a twist, but she was having a blast. She really didn't care. I got to celebrate people that are like that.
That's what's up.
I mean, she was having a blast. The guy that jumped in was having a blast, and I'm standing there going, I can relate because if I go in,
And it's funny. So they thought everybody else would jump, and everybody else
nobody
was
was just.
They were the topic of conversation. Yeah, they were like,
because people, when you're standing by the pool,
Yeah.
and people are trying to get by because there were so many people there, it was hysterical how people were really freaked out that somebody was going to throw them in the pool.
yeah.
So I mean that's
That's another fear from black frat parties. yeah. Getting thrown in the pool because it generally happens.
okay. So maybe that was. I mean, there was like to me nobody would want to, and I have to say this, the brothers that were dressed, I saw the most incredible outfits. The shoes. I mean, his brother had on here gold tips on
Show up
these
and show
shoes.
out, yeah.
Oh man! When I say you wear outfit, you don't get dressed. You put on your outfit.
Yeah, it's not clothes. It's a fit. It's an outfit.
I loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was the energy was awesome. There was a lot of craziness that went on. There was way too many people. Because when you can't get through a crowd. Trying to get through a crowd and the larger you are, the better you are to plow. So that's what I do. I'm like, get behind the big people. We're going on the move. Yeah, because they just plowed. They didn't
Gotcha.
say, excuse me. They just moved you because they got tired of waiting for people to move. And someone like me is just going to off to the side. See ya.
Yeah.
And that's something that we can end our show with.
Yep.
We got through it, right?
It was nothing to just, we had a great time. Yeah,
I was having a great time with you, Rockhead.
but you make it seem like, we might
you know,
not have made it.
I feel really, it's one of those things where I understand that stuff happens. Car trouble. The show that tapes before us, she had car trouble, so she ran a show. And I was tempted to just run a show, but Rocky said, "Come on, you can do this." So it was good hanging with you. Live a little, learn a little. And I'm really going to try, as far as like the invites that I get, I really would love to thank the comedians. I'm getting a lot of shout outs. Sean G tagging people, and the last comedian that was here.
Yeah, we're here every Tuesday, 10 to 11. So comics, hit us up.
Hit us up. Inbox
Comedy
DM,
Hour Live.
in Comedy Hour Live. See you next week. And out.